Last time on Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony.
What about you, Kaido? You've been quiet this whole time. I bet you have some great ideas. What if we put cheese on broccoli? That already exists, Kaido. Cheese on chips. That's also already a thing, Kaido. We should put cheese on a pizza. Kaido, pizza already has cheese on it.
Hey guys, Raiden here, and welcome back to... Does it even matter anymore? What is the point of playing this game without this human in the game? What is the point? I guess there is a point. I guess we have to see what Shuichi does, I suppose. I can't say I didn't expect this. I've been kind of looking at this going, Angie's gonna die this whole time, either that or Kiyo. And, man, this sucks. But anyways, I actually heard from one of you guys in the comments that a lot of other YouTubers who played this game were, like, cheering when Angie died? Why? That's so mean. Like, she didn't... I feel like I have a thorough understanding of this character, and they're not doing anything personally malicious. Of course, they're being kind of, like, controlling, but Angie's just, like... The way she lived was her entire island was under her control, and everything she said went. And everything she said was always the best decision. So, she's literally just trying to do her best and, like, the nicest things possible. I don't know why people would say yes to her dying. It doesn't make any sense to me. There are people acting far worse than her. Like, I mean, if you look on the scale, in, like, comparison, Miyu is a far more malicious person than Angie, but whatever. Although I don't think Miyu is gonna be the type to kill anyone. I do feel like she's kind of an ass, but that's part of her character, so I guess we have to start investigating. Hey, Miyu, what's up? This busty, brainy beauty, is this all figured out? Huh, you mean you know who the culprit is? Shuichi, I'm surprised you're taking anything she says seriously.
What was that?
Huh, the culprit? Fuck that.
Hey.
Shuichi, do we really have time to be listening to her?
Wait!
Hey, wait, goddammit, are you just gonna ignore my genius idea?
What?
Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me, listen.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be...
Diversions?
Listen up!
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
I knew it.
You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
What was that?
Huh, the hell's her problem? She on the rag or something? I have no idea what that term means, and I have no wish to. So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. Hey! Miyu tried to look up the wax figure's skirts.
Hey!
Wait, what are you doing? Stop that!
What?
What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. But wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now?
Fucking virgin!
If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Miyu is a waste of time. I love how progressively through the game it's like, maybe we should give Miyu a chance. Maybe we should give Miyu a chance. And now it's just at the point where everyone, even Shuichi's just like, you know what, I don't even want to talk to you. Hi, Samugi. I don't know why your name's so fun to say. I don't know why. I'm not sure if this is okay to say this or not, but... Could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Huh? Tenko? Oh, it's not like I approve or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko?
Actually.
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh yeah.
That's right, Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab. Yeah, Angie's been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here, so Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Samugi. Oh, sorry, I'm not doing proper voice acting here, hold on. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. There we go. That's more that's more Shuichi-like. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Tsumugi's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Sick. Okay, well, hopefully we can trust whatever Tsumugi says, because she seems pretty trustworthy, but you never know with her, really. She's so bland, I'm kind of suspicious of her, you know? Let's look at...
Hey.
Hey, Maki, what's going on? I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out some needles and stuck them in the keyhole lock. And then he pick-locked the thing. Instead of, like, actually reading these repeating lines, I'm probably just gonna skip through the flashback cutscenes. So he picked this cylinder lock open.
Hey.
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
That would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key. Yeah, okay, here it is. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm surprised no one remembered that at all. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. And that's when Monodam ate it.
Then...
So Kokichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased. So the front door was locked from inside the room.
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Art Lab's front door has been added to the monopad. One thing I did hear from you guys is that this is apparently like a least favorite case of this game, in that a lot of people were upset with a lot of the logical fallacies that came with this case. So I'm very curious to see that. What the hell? What is that? It looks like there's something coming out of his shoe. I don't know what that is. Or is that like a chain that was hanging off his pants? I can't tell what that is. I guess we have to look at Angie's dead. Oh no, we can talk to Gonto. We can ignore the problem a little longer.
Why?
Why? He even kind of said that kind of like Angie does. A murder at nighttime is strange, impossible even.
Why?
Why? Why do you think
Right.
that? Because student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
Ew.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But
it's a Tua's rule. Angie say he punished us if we not follow his rules.
But
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. Huh, she was? No way, student council would never break own rules.
Right.
They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she's asleep in her room and get brought here. Oh, don't cry, Gonza, it's okay.
Gonta, idiot.
No, you're not an idiot, you're very intelligent. Muy intelligence. Wait, what, I just mixed together Spanish and French. Whatever. I'm Shuichi, I'm the smartest. If so, Gonta could have saved her, if only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. No, sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside, in spite of the student council rule. Hey, Angie. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look? Yeah, what's wrong? Are you scared of the dead body, Shuichi? Come on.
Okay.
Yes, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She had no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. I guess that is the part that's kind of a little, like, sad to see with Maki, is that she's not really reacting to much. At least yet, because she's so used to everyone dying anyway. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck, a sneak attack most likely.
Well,
Then what do you make of this wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind. Wow, that'd be quite the combo. But her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack? That would have been a little silly. They're like, Katana, no, I change. Chair.
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What is going on with these two wounds? Forehead injury has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Huh? What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case. What do you mean, what is duct tape doing here? She's a sculptor. I imagine they use duct tape for things all the time. Or I guess there may be a special type of tape. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape, the long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean? Bloody duct tape has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her
So
body.
what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Oh, well, that's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. What is... I've actually never seen that sprite of Maki before, like that sighing relieved one. Huh, that's new. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses,
Do
Maki.
you want to die?
Huh? Do you want to die?
Sorry.
So sorry, joking, I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You'll need to apologize, I was joking too. Didn't sound like a joke, though. Sorry, Angie, I couldn't do anything. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound from the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. The fatal wound is one to the neck, but what about the one on her forehead? It also bothers me that the wound on her forehead is deep, and it's not bleeding that much. But there's one more thing. The duct tape that we found on the body. Why would that be here of all places? The tape had Angie's hair on it. It must be related to the case. Is there nothing else we can look at? That's it? Oh, we have to look at every part separately, that's why. Small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. But this can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this...
This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed, maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There are several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but... The only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaido, at least. That guy's useless. Anyway, let's continue. By the way, I'm kind of curious. I know I've asked this question before, but I'm still kind of curious to see. How many of you guys are watching this for, like, the first time and you actually haven't played this game? Because from what I've seen in the comment section, like, it seems like 100% of people who are watching the series have played this game already. So, that's interesting. Interesting little demographic. Could be wrong. Probably am. I don't know. Hey, it's the Necronomicon. It looks like Grimoire Vice. It does. It really does. Oh, this book. Instructions written in the Resurrection Manual are written in the Necronomicon. Or written for the ritual. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey,
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so if we look at this book, we should learn more, or learn the steps of the ritual she's trying to perform. Let's take a look. Wow, you know, for being a Necronomicon, that is very nice typography. It looks almost recent. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased, just in case you suck at art. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait after a while. So you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual is a success. The ashes are only good for 1 use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
This is stupid.
Angie really believed in this crap. It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. That's what I was about to say. Do you see all the insane shit that's in here, Maki? Resurrecting someone is not out of the question. Necronomicon has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Okay, well that's all for her body. What about this back door? Oh god, Kai, it is really creepy. Hi, Suichi. I missed you. I missed you a lot. Is that statue talking to me? Suichi's telling me like $5. Give me it. Can't hear her. She's dead. Or this door is the lab's back door.
Is this?
This door is a sliding lock and it's still locked.
That's
Good
true.
observation, Maki. And because no one has used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
Hey.
Oh wait, what's this? Look, there's something golden shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. It's from the goddamn katana, isn't it? Golden shiny, could it be?
Is that alright?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the
So
sliding
what?
lock. You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. I carefully touched the knob, avoiding the gold parts. Softly slid the lock open. Click.
Okay.
As I suspect, this lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. It's from Kiyo's goddamn katana. Art Lab's back door has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this?
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Maki. Good job. 10 points. Have some candy. Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocubs. But both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie. I didn't know you could do that. I've actually never heard of anyone doing that in any sort of media. Is that possible? I bet it would be.
That's right.
He also appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Kokichi's lockpicking has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. How come I can't look at Kaede even though she has a katana through her? It seems like an important detail that for some reason I cannot select. The 4 effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. The ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly.
If I remember correctly, Angie made all these wax figures. Is this rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Murder! Wait, why can I hear your voice, Angie? Sorry, it's last time talking. I'll go to dead now. I'll go to dead. Yeah, that's right, dead. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it creeps me out.
That's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people, not just their bodies, or not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
why is the effigy why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely? Effigies hung upside down has been added to the truth bullet section of your mana pad. Kiyo's ritual? Maybe it required this? I don't know. I'm blaming it all on Kiyo. If it's not Kiyo, I'm going to be really happy. But if it is, then whatever. It happens, right? Oh, do I have to specifically examine the one with the katana in it? It says the same thing. Oh, the katana's separate. A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy. Notice how the beginning of the blade is not, like, painted. Like, the paint came off there. A katana... Yeah, okay, I already read that. Why are you repeating yourself, Shuichi? I don't really know. Who did this and why?
Wait a minute.
Let me see. Just slices the Kaede doll like 9 more times. I am the ultimate samurai, Maki. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah!
Oh wait, this is a crime scene. You can't.
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do it if you can't do that if you don't pull it out. Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while. Maki, you're making no sense. You're like, wow, Shuichi, you're a really bad detective. And then Shuichi's like, hey, you're contaminating the crime scene. She's like, shut up, Shuichi. I don't want to listen to you.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's a gold leaf on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that was the one... I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. Huh, is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge would be... or the edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab. But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
Could it be...
Perhaps it's because Kiyo's lab is on the same floor, they just grabbed something close by? They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this. Oh, because they stabbed Angie through the door, perhaps? A long weapon. My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of length. Huh, really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab has suited them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
I feel like Maki went on our first mission, and it's like, Maki, use this katana I gave you to kill your target. And she's like, yeah, and she holds it like a gun. She's like, it's out of ammo. It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that
Got
easily.
a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. God. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey.
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
By the way...
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
What are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Well...
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue here.
Okay.
Yes, the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. Let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Gold leaf katana has been added to the truth bullet section of your mana pad. I think we finished investigating everything for now.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time for rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. But Maki, I'm tired. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up. Oh, you're right. First we should investigate the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
That's true. Soichi, there's a stack of pancakes on that desk over there. Does that look like evidence? No, I'm sure it's fine. Really, that looks like blatant. No, it's fine. That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Something wrong, Maki?
By the way.
Just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
Sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. Yeah, just replace Kaido. I'm fine with it. Kaido can go and be scared of ghosts. Kaido literally does nothing. So far, his only ability has been bullshitting his inspiration through things, which I guess has helped, so we couldn't have done that without him, without his encouragement. And him being able to tell how long a rope is without measuring it. First time I was walking down this hallway, I was so scared of like a jump scare happening. I should go to the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. I need to investigate that katana. I feel like this wall is gonna move and there's gonna be another staircase here as like the next set of labs. Oh hey, Maki's already here, or I guess she was following me. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from this display case with the gold sheath in it. It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath. Wow, I don't know what that flaw in speech was. Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kiyo suspicious? This is his research lab after all. Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too. Gold leaf katana has been updated. That makes it even more suspicious with the fact that they're trying to like reassure, like, no, it could have been anyone else. I just don't trust it. I trust this is one of those things that's super obvious, but the game's trying to throw you off. Oh, hey, it's Kokichi. Oh. Don't touch anything. Oh, what are you guys doing here?
Ew.
Did she just say ew? Ew. Well, I showered today. God. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess it's your signature look.
Anyway,
I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it. Something for the seance. Yeah. Yep, we need that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Don't ask me. I don't know why we need this stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
Study? So, let's see. Kokichi took a look around and... I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Caged Child seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Caged Child is mentioned here.
Yeah.
I can't read any of that. Yeah, Kiyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, in a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly.
Just like Kiyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the cage village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle. What? And rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put an iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the caged dog, or the caged dog god, whatever, must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? What do you mean by wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When the preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are standing in each corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child... Oh, sorry guys. I'm very bad with this today. I apologize. We'll sing the Caged Child song. After the song, Ask is... Wait, after the song, ask is the caged child, then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. That sounds complicated.
But
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kiyo has been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of these copies, I have already memorized it. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate.
right?
Right? I don't know why, it just bothers me. Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it. But is that even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you just join us, Suichi? Huh?
Well, you know.
You could see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know, the seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them. You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe whatever happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
I'll be waiting for you of the... I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to play, then left the room. The cage child has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Well, see you later, Maki. I'm gonna go talk to a dead girl. This is all very strange. I feel like this Danganronpa might, include some sort of magic as its thing, because the last one was huge on technology. Like, it was the ability to create a virtual world in which everyone was in. What if this one is straight up like magic is real?
Hello.
So, Kokichi, tell me you wish to participate in the seance as well. Or, Suichi. Or he tells me that. You are most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spirit medium, may join. Be along.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, what a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out. Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while.
Listen up!
Robots and seances don't mix. They're just like toothpaste and orange juice. Oh, God, that's a perfect analogy, actually.
You see.
To be honest, I had thought the same. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me!
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine, fine. Our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude!
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Suichi. I'll be back with my Hoshiden soldiers. What did I do?
So then...
So now Suichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you
Don't you fucking step on the circle and mess the whole goddamn thing up. Seriously, Kokichi stepped on the circle like 9 times already. Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped on. So you drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then...
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
Terrifying.
but it will also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. Don't step on the circle. Don't do the curse. Surprised you're able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the caged child's song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
Now repeat after me. Oh, this is my shit. All the girls stamp your feet like this. Few times I've gone around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. Kiyo, I'm pretty sure that's not the actual lyric, cause I ain't no holla back girl. You know what, I'll just let you finish the whole song. I've copied down the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh?
You're a detective, so I expect your memories to be up to the task. Here is the melody. I listened to Kiyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective. To be clear, does the part about fat asses come after the drugs or before? It doesn't really matter. The song's all the same anyway. It just sounds like all the other ones in the genre. Well then, let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay, we finally get to see Angie.
So then,
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie. Yeah?
That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. Now after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Aw, Tenko.
Please.
Please. Tenko.
By the way.
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't be ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Why are you even crying, Tenko? Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. It seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
so then,
Well, everyone ready to summon Satan? Wait, that's not what we are. Too late. So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin. Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later.
now I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle.
Not crisscross applesauce, though. That would be an issue.
Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
Yes, like this. Just teleport into the circle. That's fine, too. There's no rule against that.
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete.
Yeah, that's right.
Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
So then,
Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Suichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right, everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage.
Something so funny to me about a dog god.
The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Well, I doubt Himiko's actually helping that much.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
Really? It's not that bad. That's not even like... Not even my weight.
I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it. So then...
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone, see you guys after the seance.
Well then...
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. Except this corner. This one's mine. We each stood in a different corner.
Now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then began the singing. At last,
at long last.
Kiyo led us all in the Caged Child song. Is that really Kiyo's voice? I thought that was Kokichi.
Young dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at last, at long last. How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one?
Did the cage just collapse or is it working?
Will the guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl?
It's very obvious that, Himiko's just following them. She hasn't actually memorized it.
At long last.
And we finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that? Is the Caged Child Enji Yonaga? He began calling. Now if the medium answers.
Say.
Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga? What's going on? Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga? Holy shit, Angie.
What's the matter?
What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed? She's super... Oh my god, no. Let's light the candles briefly. What, is that okay? Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. I managed to strike the match and light the candle once again. No! No! That's the worst, no!
Hey, what's going on? Did it really
That cannot
fail?
be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there?
I
Tenko?
see, yes.
I told her she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her.
She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing as how this is a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. No, she's super dead, guys. Wait, the thing didn't fall, though. What happened? Was she stabbed from under the floorboards by Teru? Just like setting up, Kiyo instructed us how to clean everything up. We were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kiyo directed.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Kiyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside. Oh?
Perhaps.
Something is amiss. I can't quite put my finger on it. Tenko, I think your hair's undone. Oh god, she's flipping out. Himiko ran towards the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... Oh, come on, no! The hell?
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? That's awesome, actually. I mean, I don't want it to happen, but it's awesome that they're doing that. One of you guys actually told me, and please try not to do this in the future. That's like a super huge spoiler, especially I haven't played that part yet. But one of you guys were saying, like, what's the thing in common with all three cases, or all three third cases from every Danganronpa game, and that's that two people die. And my guess was that, like, oh, Angie and Atua are two people when someone said that. And I was like, oh, it's not a spoiler. They probably wouldn't say that if it was a super spoiler. And that kind of threw me off, because I was like, oh, Angie and Atua count as two people, so that's how they got two people. I see. I noticed that. And then this happened. Maybe Mona Funny's green puke was predicting this tragedy. Ah, the puke's color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this. Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. Oh, this is hard for Himiko. I feel super bad for her. The second body discovery announcement played, because Himiko just lost both of her, like, true closest friends. It didn't take long for everyone to come running. No, and I kind of wanted to hang out with Tenko, too.
What?
Tenko, seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How'd this happen?
Tenko, Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you.
Got a minute?
Suichi explained the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening?
Rise and shine, Ursine!
What on earth?
I'm surprised, too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say,
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes?
Huh?
Huh?
If so...
What happens in the event that there are two murderers by two people? What if there are two Blackens? Oh, that's actually the first time that would have ever happened. Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that is a good point. What would happen in that scenario?
Yeah?
Huh? What would happen? Monodon, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that!
Why do you look lost too, Monodon? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do, really. I don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. You can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way!
Have you already forgotten Daddy's in no condition to help us? It's all our fault Daddy ended up like that. Huh? It's all your fault, Monofani. Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own. You just gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right!
It's not true. Anything's possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been loved before, Monodom.
Daddy!
Daddy, I love you, so please go back to normal.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Oh, you're making me blush.
Here I am!
I'm back. Were you good while I was away? Holy shit, a dead body.
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs!
He's licking himself.
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation! Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked!
I don't know how to feel about that.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing! This better not awaken anything in me.
Okay, alright.
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to
To
relax.
tell you the truth,
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is just to leave, whether you get a permission or not. Wait, so then who's this Baldy then?
yeah?
Oh, it's just a part-timer I got to cover for me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
Huh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed.
Huh?
Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what are you guys talking about again? Oh, that's right. What happens if your votes... What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates?
I'll answer that.
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
First come, first served.
Hey,
The blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be our target.
in other words...
In other words, the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko. Then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim.
Now then,
Oh, I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later.
go ahead.
It's also I also updated the Monokuma file. Someone's freaking out like now, like, no. Do your best to investigate this murder too. The Monokuma file 3 has been updated in the Truth Bolt section of your Monopad.
Father!
Boy, everything is going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leaders gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst. Daddy, you're glowing like a lamp. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute little cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go, except for the two of you who died. I already forgot who they were. Or was it 3? I don't even remember. You just left us behind while you sang. You never let us go.
Nice!
That's why he's so amazing. Please, I'm not even gonna read that line. I'm not even gonna read that line.
Farewell!
So to make sense of
Listen
all
closely.
that, both murders were different culprits. If both murders were different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer. But we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Now I think about it, are there any people that really teamed up to do a thing before in Danganronpa? I'm trying to think back on it, but everyone's pretty much done. No, that's right. Well, it wasn't really a team up, but back with shit, I can't remember their names. It's the worst part about Danganronpa 1 and 2 is I can't remember their names. But what's his name? Kuzuryu? The Mafia Kid. And Sword Lady. Oh, I can't remember their names for the life of me. But those two, they technically teamed up, kind of, but it was really like a one-sided decision. I believe.
Piece of shit!
God, you fucking psycho.
Shuichi,
Shuichi, this is bad. Thank you, Kaito, for being so helpful in this case. Huh? This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now. So this is where you need to step up.
Listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, then let's check out the Monokuma file first. The victim is like, Himiko's over there in the corner, like, wailing her eyes out. And we're just like, alright, let's look at this iPad. The victim is Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle of the empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately, I don't know what that was, I rolled my tongue, 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. A stab wound on her neck. The same as Angie's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again. Curse?
Hey!
Oh my goodness, that is the sweetest thing. Oh my goodness, I just found my new background wallpaper for my computer. Oh, she's so cute. And Kaito's being the manliest man he can possibly be. When you have to hug the ultimate assassin for comfort.
What? Curse? Kaito, calm down. No way there's a curse. Don't screw around.
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
A dull sound reverberated through the room. Or reverberated through the room. Yes, the word I wanted to get out.
Are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay?
My bad.
My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Did she just punch him? Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
Correct.
True, we haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk.
This is...
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko. And to think, earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It's all Goto's fault. Goto failed to protect friends again. I'm really curious how she died, though. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone's panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. Investigation resume.
Well...
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to. Going to bring candles from other room. Make this room bright, okay? No, that won't be necessary. Yeah, that's not necessary at all. Huh? Why?
Listen up!
Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. Oh, great. I can't wait to see this new power.
His eyes lit up. I, Muiruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
You put strobe lights in his face?
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Justice.
Oh,
Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
It's okay.
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Kibo's flashlight function has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. He just has to stand there. He looks so proud of himself. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this? I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
Because...
Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and all of us. You're right, Tenko would want us to figure out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. Thank you for understanding, Samugi. Hey, Maki.
Well...
Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
Is this...
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right? Yes, I suppose. Himiko, how you doing? How we holding up? Oh.
Hey!
Oh, well. Himiko, hey, Himiko, be strong, Himiko. Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break. But she's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here. She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko. Aw, poor girl.
Why?
Why? First Angie and then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends? Gonta, it's okay. You tried your best. Just wasn't good enough.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. Have fun.
That cannot be.
Why? Why did this? Oh. Okay, you're definitely the culprit for one of them, if not the very first murder with Angie, which is what I suspect. I suspect that he did the one for Angie, and now he's flipping out.
I knew it.
Kiyo, I know the murder was pretty
But
shocking. Of course, I'm shocked about that as well, but why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again, and summon Tenko's spirit this time.
Stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Suichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the
I
seance?
see, yes.
True, it may be the best move to move past what happened. I know why this... Wait, to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Suichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Suichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance would have been complete, but... Now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kiyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened? And we called out to her, but no reply came. I had Suichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Then I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it... Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
Oh wait, no, that was not. That was her talking. Sorry, I talked in your voice. That's super weird. But it would not be difficult in such darkness. Besides, she was inside the cage. Yes. Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that's a problem.
I see, yes.
There's another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in
What's
here?
the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. He does not like that. He does not like that. Maki was never one to pull her punches. I feel like my favorite characters in this game are some of the most, like, least liked characters in the entire game. Like, that's the issue, is that, like, people who kill people for, like, these reasons, they get a bad rap, but if you're just, like, an asshole like Mew, people actually, like, love you in every way. But, I found it interesting that the creator of Danganronpa, or not the creator, but one of the writers of Mew was, like, I didn't expect Miu to be such a popular character. I thought people would hate her. This is weird. This investigation is over and shut. And it's all thanks to me for giving Kiyo his new function. Now then, Kung Fu Killer is obviously one of you stupid assholes who signed up to this bullshit seance in the first place.
No.
No, not necessarily.
Huh?
Huh? Seriously, this seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be...
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. Won't say a thing. Tenko answered Kiyo, so at that point, she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were relit, she had already been killed. That means that she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed? After the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case. I know you're probably not going to help me at all, but whatever.
Oh, man.
Man, what a lame function. You should have made... Oh, just this again. Alright, Tenko, let's... Actually, you know what? Let's look at the white cloth first. It's the white sheet we use for the seance. This cage was placed on top of the cage. Or this was placed on top of the cage. Kiyo was the one who removed it.
Is this...
This
Yeah,
cloth is
that's
pretty
right.
thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque, and on the back... Look, there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
But...
But there's no hole in the fabric, which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. Yeah, because I saw that there was a little space under the floorboards when they keep showing her picture. The wooden dog statue used in the seance, I believe it's called the Dog God. During the seance, this wooden statue is on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
if I remember correctly...
Kiyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's the weight of 2 girls. What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? Jeez, Maki, no need to get all, like, sensitive about it. What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding anyway.
Is this...
If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Even though it's true. Okay, let's finally take a look at the body. It's the magic circle Kiyo drew on the floor. Well, it at least was.
Oh, dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well...
Was this strong with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
What?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous? I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my body.
Right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush.
But...
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kiyo's lab. It should be written in the Caged Dog Village document.
Hey.
Isn't that right, Kiyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. The magic circle core Kiyo drew has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Hey, Tenko. Was she killed? She was killed in the same way. She had a sword stabbed through her neck. Or something stabbed in the back of her neck. Tenko's body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. But wait, if she was crouched towards the floor, but it didn't come through the sheet, that means that the sword went through the front of her neck and out the back? Ew. Jeez. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to her neck. The wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear her scream during the seance. Oh, wait. What's the problem, Tsuichi? Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out. What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound that deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience.
That's obvious.
Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
the real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. Could that be a clue? Tenko's last moments. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Please rest your forehead upon the stone marker I've placed here. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard of your church. Or, yeah, it's that stone. Tenko had her forehead on this rock hunched over. She had made herself small to fit in the cage. Marker stone has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. What about the floorboard then? Oh, this floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during a seance.
Why?
Why would it have come loose during the seance? A floorboard this thick couldn't, or this thick and heavy couldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Loose floorboard had been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Huh. I'm really puzzling my brain trying to figure this out. This is the cage used in the seance.
Is this...
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage. Big enough for one person to sit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with a cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
is this...
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Yeah, Tenko's blood.
that's true.
Yes, I imagine so. This splatter must have been made when she was
What do you
killed.
mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then...
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Huh? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact same moment the cage was lifted. That's a possibility. Iron cage has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Wait, if she was killed the moment the cage was lifted, could that make Himiko the killer? Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Sorry, Tenko. I really wish you didn't. I really wish nothing happened to you at all. Honestly. Candles hung on the walls. They're the only source of light in this room. There are no windows in this room. It's pitch black. How did the culprit kill Tenko in the darkness? I don't know who else to talk to. I thought I talked to everyone. Did I have to look at her body more, perhaps? We looked at her body. We looked at the floorboard. We looked at the marker. What? There's a small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this...
A hole. Looks like there's a space under here, too. Hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. What? Something dropped down there. What was dropped from there? The hole in the corner has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. I really can't figure this one out from first glance. After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves? Right, let's do it.
By the way,
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, we should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get the candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go
Okay.
down. Okay, got it. Can we really go down there? Looks really small. I pulled off some of the floorboards near a hole. Oh, that's right. We can pull off as many as we want. Near the hole, and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. How much space? Oh, there's a lot of space through here. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. cut crosspiece.
Ah.
Oh, look, part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too. And from what I can see of it...
That's true.
It wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why? Another crosspiece supporting the floorboard is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing. So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? Crosspiece under the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. I can't wait to see all the motives for this. I think I found the murder weapon. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it. The blood on this sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did?
Well...
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes, too. If she was attacked with this... That looks gigantic. Are you sure, Maki? That looks huge. I mean, I know that there are smaller sickles, being in martial arts myself, but that looks gigantic. That looks nearly a scythe. The blade is about 6 inches.
That's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could he reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, I would depend on Tenko's posture, or it would depend, but I don't think it's impossible. And our posture is the question. Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
That's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Sickle under the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. So this one definitely was not Kiyo. Angie was probably Kiyo, but this one was not. Because he was in the room. Unless, well, I guess it was dark, so he can't really see. But even he seemed super surprised. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey.
This is the wall of the empty room, right? It looks like there was wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here. If I remembered correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit would have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That'd make it impossible to move around in there. Then they could have used a light like they were doing right now.
Well.
True. They used a light to move around under the floor? Is that possible? You'd think we'd be able to see it, though. Unless they just left the light lit, like, right here where the cage was so we couldn't see it through the floorboards. There's still things we need to investigate. I guess the blood's pretty important now that I think about it. Blood dripping from the gaps of the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. Well, that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's just under the same... Wait, it's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey.
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it, too. You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
What do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Dried blood under the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Loose floorboard has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. I think we finished investigating here.
Is that alright?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. Could that have been where Angie was killed? After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. Alright, well, I'm actually going to end the episode here. I didn't think it would go on for this long. I don't really like making episodes that are super long like this because I feel like it's, I feel like it can become not really a chore to watch, but not everyone has time. I mean, I know my episodes are already extremely long, but I have 3 series going right now, and one of them's about to end, but it's still a lot of time to ask from you guys to watch. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you, and if you like this video, even though Tenko died and everything's a mess, and Kiyo didn't even get his ritual, please leave a like. It helps out a lot. And if you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just click subscribe. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Riding out.